Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to dig into JustPaid.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about, using AI for billing, like really trying to drag it into the 21st century, or at least that's the idea.
Right, right.
And their big thing, their big claim is taking that whole billing process, from weeks down to just one day.
Yeah, it's a pretty bold statement.
It really is, especially for anyone who's, up to their eyeballs in spreadsheets right now.
Yeah, anyone who's been there knows that's a big promise.
Huge, a huge promise. So to see if they actually deliver, we've got a ton of their website info marketing stuff, features, the whole 9 yards.
It's a smart move though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're honing in on a patent point that just about every business faces, those darn delayed payments.
Ugh, don't even get me started.
And they're positioning their AI as the solution. The knight in shining armor come to rescue us from these manual processes that just suck the life out of our cash flow.
Okay, but let's be real. We've all heard that before, haven't we? What
Yeah.
makes JustPaid any different?
That's the million-dollar question, right? And I think what's interesting here is they're not just, automating tasks.
Okay.
They're talking about using AI to, really predict payment patterns and get ahead of it.
So some proactive, you mean?
Exactly. Proactive financial management. Imagine instead of chasing down invoices, you're getting in front of those potential delays.
Oh, that would be a game changer. Just for peace of mind, even.
Absolutely. I mean, they even call out those 30-plus day delays that happen, with the old way of doing things.
Ugh, the worst.
Which can, let's be honest, make or break a business, right?
Totally.
So they're saying their AI helps you avoid that whole nightmare scenario.
Okay, so how do they actually do it? They throw around terms on their site like automated invoice generation and real-time analytics. But I need specifics. Like, what does that actually look like when you're using it?
So picture this. You're not just sending invoices out into the void and hoping for the best.
Yeah, crossing your fingers.
Right. JustPaid's AI is working in the background. It's crunching the numbers. It's looking at past payment history, maybe even factoring in industry trends. Who knows? Just to give you a heads up if a client, tends to be a little slow on the draw.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's getting smarter over time. It's not just like a static thing.
Exactly. It's constantly learning.
Okay, that's starting to feel less like future of billing and more like something I need like yesterday.
Right.
They also mention customizable billing rules. Is that just, fancy jargon, or is there actual substance behind it?
No. I think it's more than just jargon. Think about it. That client who always wants to pay their retainer up front, but then also track project-based expenses separately.
Oh, the worst. The spreadsheets.
Right. Or the one who always has a million little, adjustments or special requests.
Yeah.
JustPaid claims their system can actually handle all of that complexity automatically.
So you're not manually adjusting every little thing.
Exactly.
We're potentially talking like hours saved every month.
Yeah.
And that's just on one client.
Exactly. And time, as they say, is money, right?
Oh.
But I think what's really appealing here goes beyond just, speed. It's about having that mental space freed up. So you can actually focus on growing your business instead of getting bogged down in all those little admin things.
It's giving very much work smarter, not harder, which I'm always here for. But okay, let's talk about those testimonials on their website for a sec. CEOs, entrepreneurs, I even saw a realtor in there. They're all raving about JustPaid, how it's transformed their whole billing process. It almost sounds, I don't know, a little too good to be true. I mean, are they just cherry picking the best ones?
Yeah, you're right to be a little skeptical. Testimonials, they only tell one side of the story.
Right.
But what I found interesting was the consistent themes that come up across all these different users. They're talking about time saved, obviously, reduced stress, this feeling of finally having control, really control over their finances.
Yeah.
And I think for anyone who's juggling multiple clients, different projects, that kind of peace of mind, it's priceless, really.
It's huge. It's like this weight off your shoulders, and you can actually focus on the big picture stuff.
Exactly.
But they're not stopping at just sending invoices and getting paid, are they? They're also digging into these more complicated financial things. I saw stuff on their website about tracking prepaid expenses and what was it? Automating amortization schedules. That's pretty ambitious.
It's very ambitious. It seems like they're trying to be, the one-stop shop for everything revenue operations, not just another billing tool.
Right.
And I think for a lot of business owners, especially if you're already wearing a million hats, right, having all of your financial data in one place, that's going to be really appealing.
Totally. especially if it talks to your other systems.
Yeah.
Because who wants to be like manually moving data around all day?
Well, that's just asking for errors.
Headaches.
Exactly. And it looks like they get that seamless integration. It's key. No one wants another, siloed platform in their tech stack.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of integration, they also have this feature. I don't know, it sounds a little intimidating on the surface, but it's called Dunning and AI collections.
Ooh, yeah, I saw that. It does sound kind of intense. But if I'm understanding it right, it's more about like strategically reminding clients to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like those generic horrible reminder emails everyone hates.
Exactly. They call it, what is it, natural language reminders, which to me, that means their system's probably using data, to personalize those messages.
Yep.
Maybe even predict, like, the best time to reach out based on past behavior. Who knows?
Interesting.
It's less about, being aggressive and more about just removing the friction from that payment process
I like
for
it.
both sides.
So it's less about like, playing hardball and more about just working smarter, even when it comes to collections.
Exactly. And they're not just stopping at making the process smoother. They're actually talking about like giving you deeper insights into your overall financial health. I was poking around on their site and they mentioned stuff about monitoring your key KPIs or your burn rate, runway, revenue rate, all of it, all from like this intelligent dashboard.
It's like having like a CFO in your pocket,
Right.
constantly, analyzing the data and actually giving you advice that you can use.
Yeah, right.
You're not just reacting to old data. You're using it to actually make decisions in real time, to like actually optimize your whole business.
Exactly.
And they even mention reducing transaction fees as a key benefit.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't like saving money?
Right. Every penny counts. But I think beyond just like the financial side of things, it's interesting to think about the impact this could have on company culture. I mean, imagine a world where your team isn't like bogged down by all that manual billing stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
Where they can actually focus on the work that they're passionate about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's a really good point. It's not just about efficiency. It's about, creating a better work environment for everyone.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think if JustPaid can really deliver on what they're promising, you're talking about like happier teams, more productive teams, and ultimately more successful businesses.
Absolutely. So it's a pretty compelling vision that they're painting, and I think it really speaks to this larger trend we're seeing of, using AI to streamline not just individual tasks but like whole workflows. And JustPaid is definitely riding that wave. It'll be really interesting to see how their technology develops and what kind of impact it actually has on the future of how we work.
Absolutely.
It really makes you think, like, what could you achieve if you weren't constantly, having to stress about billing? What could you do with that extra time and energy? I don't know. It's an exciting time to be in business, and JustPaid is definitely a company to keep an eye on, I think, as this whole AI revolution unfolds. So there you have it, everyone. Our deep dive into JustPaid. They're making some big promises, but their whole approach to AI-powered billing, it could be a real game changer for businesses, I think, of all sizes. And it's not just about automating those annoying tasks. It's about really using data to make smarter decisions, to optimize your finances and ultimately to free yourself up to focus on what really matters, growing your business and achieving your goals.